How do you feel about the future of international protocol in global partnerships? Emerging trends and innovations in protocol practices are reshaping international business and diplomacy in unprecedented ways. Join me on this journey as we explore these changes and answer pressing questions on how this development will impact our interconnected world. Let's discover together what the future holds.
The world is a tapestry of cultures, beliefs, and aspirations. Connecting it all are invisible threads of protocol. These unspoken rules govern how nations interact. They are the foundation of diplomacy, the language of international relations. From the handshake to the state dinner, every interaction is a delicate dance. The steps are guided by centuries of tradition. In our increasingly interconnected world, these protocols are more important than ever. They provide a framework for understanding. They build trust in a world often defined by uncertainty. They are the bedrock of global cooperation. But like everything else, the rules of the game are changing. The digital revolution is upon us. It is reshaping our world at an unprecedented pace. This digital wave is also washing over the hallowed halls of diplomacy. It is challenging traditional notions of protocol. Virtual summits are replacing face-to-face meetings. Artificial intelligence is being used to translate languages in real time. Social media platforms are becoming tools of public diplomacy. The world is flattening, and the old rules no longer apply. This is not to say that tradition is irrelevant. The fundamental principles of respect, reciprocity, and cultural sensitivity remain paramount. But how these principles are expressed, how they are navigated in a digital age, that is the question. The answer lies in understanding the interplay between the enduring power of protocol and the transformative force of technology. When worlds collide, digital innovation and the new rules of engagement. The digital revolution is not just changing how we communicate, it's changing what we communicate. Information flows across borders at the speed of light. This creates both opportunities and challenges for international protocol. Take for instance the rise of virtual diplomacy. Video conferencing allows world leaders to connect instantly. It transcends geographical barriers. But this ease of communication also presents risks. Misunderstandings can escalate quickly when nuance is lost in translation. Cultural sensitivities, difficult to convey even in person, can be easily overlooked in the digital space. This underscores the need for a new kind of digital diplomacy, one that is as agile and adaptable as the technologies it employs. Then there's the question of cybersecurity. As diplomatic channels become increasingly digital, they also become vulnerable to cyber attacks, espionage, disinformation campaigns, and the disruption of critical infrastructure are all very real threats. This adds a whole new dimension to international protocol. It requires nations to develop new norms and mechanisms to ensure the security and integrity of digital diplomacy. The digital age is not just changing the tools of diplomacy, it's changing the very nature of the game. It demands a new kind of diplomatic playbook, one that is written in the language of ones and zeros, but still speaks to the enduring values of diplomacy in a rapidly changing world. The rise of the virtual diplomat. The image of diplomats huddled in a room, whispering in hushed tones, may soon be a relic of the past. The rise of virtual reality and augmented reality is creating new avenues for diplomatic engagement. Imagine a future where world leaders can hold virtual summits. They could walk through a virtual model of the Amazon rainforest, witnessing firsthand the effects of deforestation. Or they could stand together in a virtual refugee camp, gaining a visceral understanding of the human cost of conflict. This technology has the potential to humanize diplomacy. It can foster empathy and understanding on a global scale. But it also presents new challenges. Ensuring equal access to these technologies is crucial. Without it, we risk further widening the digital divide. It's not just about bridging the technological gap, but also about bridging the empathy gap. Another game changer is artificial intelligence. AI-powered translation tools are already breaking down language barriers. They are enabling real-time communication between diplomats from different countries. Imagine a world where language is no longer a barrier to understanding, where the nuances of Mandarin can be conveyed with the same precision as English. AI can also be used to analyze vast amounts of data. This helps diplomats understand complex global issues. It can track sentiment on social media. It can identify potential flashpoints before they erupt into conflict. The possibilities are endless, but so are the ethical considerations. As we integrate AI into diplomacy, we must ensure that it is used responsibly, ethically, and in a way that promotes peace and understanding. Section 4. Charting the Uncharted, the Future of Global Partnerships. The convergence of diplomacy and technology is reshaping the landscape of global partnerships. The lines between the public and private sectors are blurring, and multinational corporations are becoming increasingly influential on the world stage, shaping global norms and standards, particularly in the digital realm. This presents both opportunities and challenges. On the one hand, businesses can be powerful drivers of positive change. They can leverage their resources and expertise to address global challenges. But this newfound influence also raises concerns about accountability and transparency. As we navigate this new landscape, it is crucial to establish clear guidelines for engagement. We need to ensure that these partnerships serve the common good. The future of global governance hinges on our ability to harness the power of these partnerships while mitigating potential risks. Another trend to watch is the rise of citizen diplomacy. Social media platforms have empowered individuals to connect across borders. They can engage in dialogue, share their perspectives, and even mobilize for change. This democratization of diplomacy has the potential to reshape international relations, making it more inclusive and representative of diverse voices. Section 5. A New World Order Protocol in the Age of Interconnectivity. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace. The digital revolution is transforming how we communicate, how we interact, and how we build relationships across borders. In this new world order, the old rules of diplomacy no longer apply. We need a new set of protocols, one that is adapted to the realities of a hyper-connected world. This new protocol must be agile, adaptable, and inclusive. It must embrace the transformative power of technology while upholding the enduring values of diplomacy. It must be grounded in the principles of respect, reciprocity, and cultural sensitivity, but also be forward-looking, anticipating the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. The future of international relations depends on our ability to navigate this complex landscape. We need to build bridges, not walls. We need to embrace dialogue, understanding, and cooperation. We need to recognize that in an interconnected world, our destinies are intertwined. The stakes have never been higher, the challenges have never been greater, but so too have the opportunities. By embracing the power of technology, and the enduring values of diplomacy, we can build a more peaceful, prosperous, and interconnected world for all.